All right, guys, in this video, we are going to take a look at how to add a favicon to HTML. But what is a favicon? So favicon is a small image displayed next to the page title, which should be a simple image with a high contrast. And the size of that image should be 16 by 16. Like as you can see here on Wikipedia, this is their favicon. And here on Facebook also, you can see this is their own favicon also, this little image. And the same thing in every other website you come across. So your website must have a favicon. And this also helps your website in terms of search engine optimization. So as you now know what is a favicon, let's go back to our text editor. So, and to add a favicon, you can only do it here in the head element of your HTML document. And to do that, like first of all, you must have saved that image in the root directory of your web server, or that you have an image folder in the root directory of your web server. And there inside that folder is where you are going to save that favicon image, which you have already resized to 16 by 16, as I mentioned earlier. And the weight of the image should also be minimized. And to do all this, then you can make use of any graphic designing softwares like Photoshop, GIMP, and others. But in this video, I'm going to show you the easiest way on how to do that. But first of all, you have to already have designed or downloaded the image you want to use as your favicon. So, and in my own case, I have this Naira sign that I want to use as an example in this tutorial. So I'm going to use this as my web server favicon. So, but as it is here now, the size is still bigger than the requested favicon size because this one here is 500 by 500. So that is why we are going to go over to our browser. So here on the browser, we are going to make use of this website called favicon.cc. So once their homepage opens, then you come here now and click on import image. Then come over here now under image file and click on choose file. Then go ahead and select the image and come down to click on open. And as you can see, it has been imported here. Then with this, just come down here and click on upload. And now it has been uploaded. Then all you need to do is to scroll down. And now here you can see the preview. So just go ahead and click on download Favicon. And as you can see, it has been downloaded to your PC. So now that you have done this, the next thing you need to do is to open up the root directory folder of your web server, of which this one is mine. And inside it is where I have my index.html, which is the homepage of my website, including all other pages that I will have on my website. They will all be inside this particular root directory folder of my web server. And inside there again, I have another folder called the IMG folder. So inside this IMG folder is where I'm going to save that particular image that I have reduced the size and weight with this favicon.cc AI website. So now I am going to double click on this particular IMG folder. As you can see, this is inside that particular IMG folder, and that IMG folder is inside the HTML folder, which is the root directory of our website. So now I'm going to open up my downloads folder, which is here. And as you can see, this is the favicon image. And the extension, like I said earlier, is favicon.ico. And the dimensions, as you can see now, is 16 by 16, including that the size has been reduced to 318 bytes. So now what I'm going to do is to drag it and place it inside this particular IMG folder of my web server. So that is why if I come here now, I click on it, drag it, and place it inside here. And as you can see, it is now inside this my IMG folder. And the take note that the name is favicon.ico, but you can change the name to any other thing of your choice. But I would suggest you leave it like this, including with the extension. So now the next thing is to copy the name, then come back to your text editor here. Then you go ahead and add the link that will link to that favicon image inside that img folder. So what we are going to do is to come inside the head element here. Now we begin to open up the link tag, which is to open the arrow brackets, write link and make a space and say rel equals to double quotes icon, then close the double quotes and make a space again. Say type equals to double quotes image forward slash x dash icon double quotes and make a space again. Then now you write the ref attribute, which is ref equals to double quotes. And the inside this ref attribute is where you are going to be linking to that particular favicon image. And as you know that that favicon image is inside that img folder. So all you need to do is to first of all specify the folder that the favicon is inside it, which I'm going to say img because this is the name I gave that folder. So yours can be different from this, but make sure that the name of that folder is what you are writing here first, which means you are telling it to go inside the img folder. Now, after that, you come up with a forward slash. Then now you are going to write the name of that image, which in our case is favicon, as you can see. So the name of that image, if you have changed it, is what you are going to write here. And now it has to be followed up with the extension. And like I said earlier, that the favicon extension is always .ico, which is written this way, .ico. Okay, so and with this now, if you close it off with double quotes and close the whole of the link tag with the closing of an arrow bracket as it is now, then go ahead and save your document and go over to open up that your website in the browser. So that is it here, which is this index.html. I will just double click on it. And as you can see, this is our own favicon. So this is the most easiest way on how to add a favicon to your HTML document. So and with that, that brings us to the end of this particular video today. Then in the next video, we are going to continue with the page title. As you can see here, that our web page have no title yet. But if you go to other websites, they all have titles. So in the next video, we are going to focus on how to add a title to your web page. So until then, I say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next videos.